How can appraisal gap help you compete in a seller's market? Hi, I'm Silvia Snape with Keller Williams Avenues, your real estate professional. Writing an offer that really stands out amongst the competition can be tough in a seller's market, but it's not impossible. What I want to cover today in this short video is what we call the appraisal gap guarantee. What is the appraisal gap and why are we as agents recommending our clients to provide an appraisal gap? If you have a loan in the process, if you're borrowing money from a lender, the lender will need an appraiser, which is a third party that will give you a value of the house to cover that loan amount that you're borrowing in the event that one day someone cannot pay. The appraisal gap provides the seller the guarantee that the buyer will go to closing in the event that the third party, the appraiser, goes to the property, gives a value to the property, and does not reach the value that the buyer wants to buy the house at that certain price. I'm going to give you a quick example with round numbers. Let's say that the property is listed at $500,000. And in order for the buyer to win the offer, has to bid either with an escalation clause up to $550,000 or goes straight to the $550,000. In order for the seller to believe that that buyer will go to closing, the buyer will have to provide proof of funds and also an appraisal gap guarantee, meaning that if the appraiser, this third party that will evaluate the property, comes to a value that is not as high as $550,000, let's say that comes at a value of $530K, this buyer, by giving the appraisal gap guarantee, is telling the seller that has enough funds in their account to provide this $20,000 extra cash at closing. Therefore, as it gives the assurance to the seller that once they're under contract, they will be able to close. I hope this makes sense. What happens if the appraisal comes at value? We're all good, we're all taken care of. What happens if the appraiser doesn't come at value and comes under value? If it comes under value in today's market, it will be covered by the appraisal gap. If there is no appraisal gap, which I can assure you that it really doesn't happen in most of the houses, unless the house has been sitting on the market for probably 3-4 weeks, then there's not going to be an appraisal gap because probably whoever is submitting an offer is not even going to outbid themselves and also the value of the house. Therefore, what's really important here is an appraisal gap is to cover the difference between the purchase price that the buyer submitted and the seller agreed, is to provide the difference in price between the value of the home and the purchase price. I hope this short video helped you understand what an appraisal gap is. If you have any more questions, don't hesitate and give me a call at 303-720-9002. Have a great day.